start off with this Akademiks ban and all of the different things that have been surrounding the Akademiks ban. Um, it's a tough one for him right now. He went live yesterday. Yeah, he went live yesterday, and during that live stream, he was able to, I guess, reiterate the apology that he originally tried to bring up. Not originally. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay, because a lot of people are kicking this back in online, and I could understand why, because of the content of what was happening in that the legendary Discord chat live stream. I'm gonna play a little bit of the last thing that he said as far as on his live stream. But since then, he's been losing a lot of subscribers. He's been losing a few deals here. He tried to clear it up like as if he wasn't losing any deals. Originally, I posted this. Twitch bans Akademiks days after the controversy about talking to a minor. At first, I got a few DMs, and a few people were saying this is over the Adin Ross, having Adin Ross on the stream. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think this is because of the Adin Ross stream? Because I beg to differ. He knew already that having Adin Ross on his stream was going to be a problem, but I don't think that was, well, actually, who knows these days, because the judgment that I see that Akademiks has been using over the last 2 years has just been completely off. All right. I could even see he's popping up live now. He's trying to stay consistent and stay out here.
I'm gonna get clipped to fucking it. When I started streaming, this is like about 2012, 2013. It felt good to talk to 30 people and felt like you could say anything and it didn't go anywhere. Fortunately, though, and even unfortunate, I guess, streaming these days, even for me and myself and everybody else, it's pretty mainstream, right? You know what I mean? What was once my break away from YouTube became pretty much damn near a news channel that we're doing in real time that everybody sees. If I say something right now, it's going to get clipped to fucking eternity. And, we're just going to have to ride through the storm, people. Not going to lie to you. We're just going to have to ride through the storm. That's it. All right. Okay. Somebody says mod the stream. Okay. How do I mod the stream? Or who should I give mods to? Somebody said, it's my favorite LGBT. You know what's so crazy? With everything people are saying, not one person stopped to say, yo, all right, he's not. Everyone's just like, yo, this gay. Yeah. Oh, man. All right.
I think this is where Ak went wrong. Okay, even mentioning this is yesterday, so this is from the stream yesterday. His mind still hasn't wrapped around the fact of what the groomer aspect is. And I think a part of this is conditioning. I'm not trying to throw Ak any passes here, because his original response is what I think really put him in the dirt. If he didn't respond like this in the beginning,
because I ain't apologizing for nothing. So let your favorite streamer, I don't give a fuck who it is, you pussy, if you talk to me again. I've been doing my thing for a long time. I show love to a lot of niggas. I see niggas trying to run plays on me. I ain't trying to get into all that bullshit. People who watch me know my character. Come on, man. We not doing, like, there's not much to, y'all want to go clip some weird shit, cool. But let this be known. Anybody from here on out, because I give so much grace to other people, you mad pussy for even deal with me. I don't need none of y'all. And I mean,
so if he didn't start off this whole thing like this, I don't think he'd be in the position he is in now. Because the bravado that he displayed in that live stream, the first live stream when it first started happening, I ain't apologizing to nobody. I ain't gonna play none of these guys. Yo, tell so and so. I think he was like, yo, tell Gran never post none of these niggas again. And it was like, bruh, stop, man. You're killing yourself, bro. You're actually self-deleting your career, because from when the first thing went down and everybody started calling you a groomer Just say sorry. You know, start doing the knowledge. Like, okay, well, why are they calling me a groomer? You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of us as a culture, we don't even realize some of the things that we say or the way that we interact with each other when it comes to even adults to people who are not adults is toxic, and it's learned toxic behavior that he doesn't even realize. And don't get me wrong, it's the things that he was saying, disgusting, but it's also that learned toxic behavior wrapped up in the new age internet chat room online gaming culture that has just culminated into something extremely disgusting. So from when that first happened, and he shouldn't have had that conversation in the first place, obviously, but from when he started getting in trouble for that conversation, he should have just backed off and said, yo, I'm sorry. And then behind the scenes, start doing the knowledge, start maybe talking to different OGs and be like, this is why it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And talk to the right OGs, because some of the OGs that you might talk to might not even understand why it's wrong. They might be like, oh, they're tripping, bro. They're trying to call you gay. And it has nothing to do with that. So, and listen, I'm not going to act like I'm holier than thou and not guilty of some of that toxic behavior in the past. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't be in these private discords and stuff like that. But I've had public interviews with artists that are not over 18, and some of the questions that they're trying to even kill me for right now on Reddit are not appropriate, but it's learned behavior. And we'll get into it. We'll definitely get into it. Okay, because I feel like rather than have something exposed on you, you got to hit shit head on and do the proper apologies for people, even if they don't know that they need an apology. Right? Sometimes the way that our brains are trained, if Act didn't get this nigga wake up call, he might have not even known, and the people that were in that Discord call at the same time known that what they were doing is wrong. Because this behavior has been such a thing that's been happening for so long that a lot of people don't even realize the toxicity that they've been exhibiting and passing down from generation to generation. Y'all get where I'm coming from, gang? So I'm gonna pull up some links because I have a bunch of links here as far as things that's happened to Akademiks. I'm gonna pull up a video from a YouTuber named Deleted. Salute to Deleted. Deleted makes some pretty good videos. I'm not even gonna say pretty good. He makes some fucking great videos. This nigga's hilarious. However, he's usually bashing people like Akademiks. He made an anti-Akademiks video in the past, and in that video, he was just shitting all over Ak. I think it was what he calls one of his pack out videos. But in this video, he did pack out Ak, pause, but at the same time, he started showing the broader problem that's been happening with this generation and just the way that we've been toxic as far as from generation to generation. My uncles, all types of shit. So let's get into it.
Next to you now, I could be inside of you. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash?
He already has a sister.
Alright, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
What I mean?
It means you're a disgusting groomer. It's the fact that you stimulate off of making minors uncomfortable by self-projecting your sick fantasies. Instead of fantasizing over this 15-year-old with Max, you got bigger things to worry about anyways, like losing your gut so you can see your own stick when you stand up.
God damn. Okay, let's go a little bit further into the video. His intro is just... Yo. How you roast the man in the intro? You didn't even say nothing yet.
Diddy Demix, Drake's personal toaster strudel, with all the drizzy drizzle drops on top, the beta boy himself, the prince of all betas. Ak is no more than a meat warmer idol worshiper. He's always getting clowned on, so he takes his frustrations out by picking on kids, easier targets, which makes him feel like he's in control. Pathetic, a parasite, and a sloppy toppy drunk. Man, what's up with social media and its never-ending creep problem? There's always a creep out there. I mean, is it really hard not to be a sick individual? It can't be that hard. People spend so much time in front of the camera, it becomes impossible to hide the dark, the sick, and the twisted side. Sooner or later, their mask will slip, and their true nature is always revealed, with the most recent parasite being the in denial piece of shit Akademiks. This guy
Okay, so he's going to go over some of the stuff that we already know
on his platforms. I mean, this man's okay. Meanwhile, you Drake fans out here with alleged cases and shit. Yeast-infected clown. And the fact that this crusty yeast-infected clown is out here blaming Kendrick fans, that's straight up comedy. Like, who even asked? Like, what does that even mean?
So let me stop and address that right there, because that was another strike too. As somebody who's been dealing with this, with the internet for a long time, but over the last year or the last almost a year, dealing with the heavy influx of people who are very connected to this battle, that battle being the Kendrick Lamar Drake battle, I can understand where he was trying to come from with the whole, oh, it's the Kendrick fans, da 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 da. That was problem number two. It's called deflection. When you start deflecting, blaming other people for the issue that was happening on that live stream with that little youth, now people are going to be like, oh, we got the ammo we need to really take this nigga down because he's not trying to take accountability. All this happened in the beginning. I understand the Ak over the last two streams has been trying to correct the mistake that he made from stream number one. But stream number one that I showed you all in the beginning of this is what really, really messed this shit up. He should have never came out the gate like, oh, listen, I ain't apologizing to nobody. Like, bruh, that's not the energy that you got to have when it's time to correct yourself in regards to things that are happening with minors. Like, you can have that energy when you're talking about going at another streamer and you guys are going crazy and blah, 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 blah. But when people are trying to say, yo, Ak, there's something that happened with a minor that was wrong, stop and listen before reacting. It might be the Henny. I got to be honest, bro. Let me stop. I got to be honest, because I mess with Ak heavy, okay? People might try to hate me for that, but Ak has helped Toronto. He's helped myself by letting me get on his live streams multiple times. And there's a lot of y'all who've come from Ak streams or me being on Ak streams to these live streams and to this channel. But I got to be honest, like, nigga, it's the drinking. The Hennessy bottle that you always see Ak with, the one that he's in denial about being an alcoholic about, that shit's got to go. And I'm just telling you from one alcoholic to another. The only difference with me is I haven't touched the bottle since 2011. Okay? 2010. 2011. He's still currently in the mix. And the decision that you're going to make when you become a functioning alcoholic, you may think it's okay because of that word functioning, but nah, bro. Some of those decisions that, when it came to, the homies, having certain homies around and letting them three-way that or two-way the chick that's now currently has a case on him, Hennessy fueled decisions. You make better judgments when you're sober about who your friends should be. Okay? When it came to the time when even in that same incident and getting on his own podcast and talking about it in depth, the man has the Hennessy bottle there. And also, you're the biggest person in your crew. There's nobody around you to tell you, you know what, Ak, I don't think that's a good decision. Because niggas around you are either yes men or they're afraid to tell you the real shit because they don't want to get kicked out the crew. And then any other nigga that try to tell you some advice, they broker than you. So who the fuck cares what they think? Right? Am I kind of on point? Number one in the chat, if I'm kind of on point. Number two, if I'm way off. But when you get to that certain level and you're inebriated on a regular basis, nobody can tell you shit. What's this guy talking about? What's this guy talking about? I'm rich, bitch. I'm the biggest streamer out of all these streamers, and I did it with the Hennessy bottle. So you're gonna tell me to put it down? That's the Hennessy bottle's not the problem, or I wouldn't have been this rich. I can understand that mentality and that rationalization because I used to be that person. You know what I'm saying? I used to 24/7 with the bottle. Still getting crazy paper. I'm out there on the street making all my chops. I'm one of the smartest drug dealers on road. Ain't nobody can tell me that alcohol put me in a bad direction until I got into a drunken stupor and a fire happened in my house and they found a gun. I guess alcohol didn't work all that I was supposed to, right? You're all on top until you start falling off. Trust me. Peace Love says, luxury cars in the driveway, got ninjas on cloud 9. Hell yeah. You wake up and you have Hennessy for breakfast when you made it. I'm rich. What, niggas tell me I'm an alcoholic, but I'm rich already. So what can you tell me? Nah, bro. Put the bottle down, bro. You put the bottle down. Now you're not yelling at Shorty in the middle of a shopping mall about, I'm the prize. That won't happen. You're going to start thinking and say, you know what? I'm Akademiks. I'm super famous. Let me not be out in public acting crazy, no matter how mad I am at this chick. Okay? The Hennessy won't have you hanging around with niggas like Cap the God, who could lie to you and tell you, yo, bro, help me get my chain back, and then still have called the police. Okay? The alcohol won't have you hanging around with stupid niggas like Lil Boom. iTerabyte wants to know, here's a question. Was the bottle taking over, or was it his ego and lust for attention? It's the alcohol helps to fuel all of that. But in the end of the day, if you have that, that's going to be there whether the alcohol is there or not. You know, you're going to have that type. You're going to have the issues that you have, whether you have alcohol in your body or not. And I'm talking from experience, are still going to remain, and you still got to fix that. But the alcohol definitely helps to intensify and enhance the shit. I'm all over the place today. I can't even talk, bro. Shit got me so pissed off. Like, it's got me pissed because I mess with Ak, and I don't want to see the man in the position where he's in. But, bro, you did wrong. Just admit it.
Kendrick fans. Okay. Meanwhile, you Drake fans out here with alleged cases and shit. A bunch of weirdos. Angry because you got caught and called out. How is blaming Kendrick fans supposed to change what we literally heard you say?
So, okay, there's a part of this video that was very poignant to me. SXM, holler back at me later, bro. I'm not taking any calls yet, bro. Let me finish the segment.
Get my back in. I get nothing from it. I don't benefit if Max go up. I don't benefit if I support him because I like these guys. I support him
cooking right now.
I'm in the streaming community. I want him to go up.
My problem is, why does Ak think he deserves a free pass for being a creep with a 15-year-old boy? All because he thinks he helped build these streamers' careers. That's weird. Akademiks is straight up acting entitled, trying to justify his creepy behavior by gassing up his own importance. He's basically using the whole I made y'all type shit. He doing all that to dodge accountability, like his so-called contributions give him a free pass.
I just said all of that part. Okay, we don't have to go to all of that. So let's go to the updates.
It's Kick. Kick is the hub for the PDFs. We all know that. To put us up there with Akademiks. Happy Dad said, man, we are good. You go do that. We done. Fuck that. You guys got us into social media blackball for his sick allegations. And when I say blackball, I mean from high-profile streamers and a social media ban from paying platforms. So while I was making this video, it seems that DJ Akademiks has been banned from Twitch. Or Happy Dad has cut ties. Happy Dad said, fuck that. You guys got us into some shit all year long. Y'all ain't about to put us up there with Akademiks. Happy Dad said, man, we are.
You know what? Let me double check on something because I know, and excuse me to delete it, I know he's cooking right now, but I want to make sure. Let's go check on Akademiks. He's live right now.
I always thought that street.
Oh, shit. Okay, no, it's still there.
Thing is not supposed to do, but if you're a civilian, you're supposed to do it.
I'm just looking in the corner right here. He's talking about ASAP Rocky and all that, which I don't give a shit about like that, man, but it's all good. Is that the Happy Dad stuff in the corner right there? Because remember he had the death throw Happy Dad in the back right there? Or is it right here? Let me know, gang. I just want to double check that. You know what I'm saying? As far as where the Happy Dad is still in the mix. Can y'all see a Happy Dad in the back? Let me make the screen bigger for y'all. I don't think it's there, gang. That's not Happy Dad in the back anymore, bro. That's not the same death row one that he had before. Oh, Scheiße. That's crazy. Damn, Ak. I guess it's true.
That we done, and people notice that Steak hasn't followed him. We're still waiting to hear from YouTube. YouTube better do what they need to do. The only people that are gonna probably still support him, let's be real here, is Kick. Kick is the hub for the PDFs. We all know that. And Akademiks mostly streams on Kick. Everywhere else needs to start shutting his shit down. Quit playing. Grown men should never ask 15-year-olds inappropriate questions for their own amusement, whether it's for personal satisfaction or to humiliate. Because let's be real, those are the only two outcomes from these kinds of interaction, either satisfaction or humiliation, which is sick no matter how you view it.
So I was looking for that. You know what I mean?
Y'all can't cape for this kind of behavior without making yourself look like a degenerate bitch. I'm sick of seeing people saying it's out of context. There's no deeper context than what was heard being said to a 15-year-old boy by a group of 30-something-year-old men. It's fucking weird. I mean, while many criticize Akademiks, the streaming culture has remained complicit.
So this is where I want to get to. This is the important part of, well, the whole piece is an important piece, but this is some of the part that really stood out to me. The way he was talking about the general or the bigger part of the streaming community and how they haven't really laid into him. Pause. Him being Akademiks.
I feel like us YouTube creators been setting the tone and holding it down with getting Akademiks out of our spaces, but the other platforms haven't. I mean, let's be real. It's hard not to ignore Kai's loud silence on the matter. Now, even though I'm not the type to try and make people speak on things if they don't want to, however, Kai was loud and funny about Dr. Disrespect, as he should. I mean, if he's a PDF, clown his ass.
2024, 3-7. 42 minus 7 is 35. This nigga's, what the fuck? Regardless, bro, no matter what age you are, what the fuck? Bro, he's weird, bro. That's weirdo. Yes, weirdo. Yes, Crystal Mr. Beast, bro. It's fucked up. It's weird.
He was also very loud and serious about his cameraman, but then he's silent when it comes to Akademiks. And I'm not just talking about this past recent situation with the 15-year-old. I'm talking about all the allegations on Akademiks, including the great that the victim came forward and expressed. And I have yet to see someone like Kai or any other streamer react to their friend Akademiks the same way that they reacted to other content creators. I mean, Then again, his take on Black Americans make me realize he's probably just protecting his own people.
Are not cultured at all. Stop think about it. I don't want
Okay, so he's gonna drag Kai a little bit longer. Pause, but yeah, Kai Cenat hasn't been as vocal as he's been in the past when it comes to other people who have been caught in the same type of situations or similar situations. So not the same type of situations, because Dr. disrespects the situation. If I remember, I think he was on the phone trying to groom a 17-year-old or 16-year-old or something like that. And yeah, or no, he was in chat rooms as well. Them damn chat rooms, man. It's nasty work, bro.
Until then, we'll see how he reacts. However, I'm going off of past situations where I noticed they don't focus on Akademiks too much. They let him slither on by.
you know what I mean?
And I'm not
Yo, the clip in the middle, the transitions are crazy.
too shocked over Max's mass reaction. Although he projects concern, he clearly wasn't bothered because he still made sure to say he's good with Akademiks.
This shit is very weird. I talked to Nora. Nora is good to make sure Bubba's good. I'm not gonna
Hold
go through this shit.
on.
It's not some shit I want to give.
SXM says Kai is too big to respond. Come on, bro. Don't do that. That's his OG. That's Kai's OG. Akademiks is one of Kai's OGs. If Kai people are looking for a Kai Cenat response. Like, bro, what you think about Ak? Blackboy Max is one of the biggest streamers right now. Of course, he's not as big as Kai Cenat in this game. However, if Kai's gonna talk about all these other people that are in the game, he's gonna, people are looking for that reaction too. Like, bro, what's your thoughts on Akademiks? I'm not gonna pussyfoot around it like, oh, we can't talk about Akademiks because of the things that he's done for the network. You know what I'm saying? And let me not overstate too much, right? Salute, and I appreciate everything that he has done for the network. But Ak's also done some shady shit too when it came to myself. A couple times. More than a couple times.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was joking around in the Cord,
He even made sure to say that they were joking in the Discord. Even though he gave good advice and all that, it just didn't seem like he was honestly that upset.
What type of weird shit is this? Mind you, y'all notice I fuck with Ak. I've always said I fuck with Ak. But like, damn, you're doing some weird shit.
He's going to get to some of the same behavior that Blackboy Max has been exhibiting of what Akademiks is getting canceled for.
I don't care if it's my right-hand man, it's my cousin. You do some weird shit. You do some weird shit. We all humans, bro. Niggas do weird shit. Like, shit happens. Now, levels of weird shit clearly varies. But, right? Niggas chopped it up. He said, yo, I wish you would have gave me a call because it was out of context. I said, which I don't know how it's out of context, but I'm like, you know what? You're right, bro. I should give you a call. You feel me? You be showing love. Show me respect. I got you. I understand. But what you said to Nora was still uncalled for. There's no context with what you said to Nora. It's some regular shit.
Even with this clip of Max responding to Ak's outrage, it seems he's more so upset that Ak wasn't okay with him talking about it than the actual situation.
Shout out for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't stop smiling. Last night, I laid eyes on the Fat D. After what happened last night, Drake is the greatest rapper ever. No one can ever be greater than this thing. When I seen it, I ain't close out. I ain't swipe away. I ain't turn my phone off. I ain't get mad. I ain't swerve on the road because I was driving. I put my foot on the brakes. I stopped in the middle of the road, and I said, wow, this is my go. I analyzed it. I'm going to keep it a buck. I ain't swipe out. No cap. I did it. Like, I ain't even, think second. When I saw the vid, I watched it for you. This is Drake we're talking about. So I saw that jerking a schlong. I saw him being it.
This dude over here made a whole video talking about Drake's meat, describing it, talking about it, glazing all over it in front of his fan base.
I'm sorry, man. Man, I'm gonna have to go get some water, man. You make me puke, bro. What the hell? Stop this, man.
Always saying inappropriate, crazy shit in front of his predominantly child audience that basically catapulted his career of being weird and a fan.
Dad, I know you're in here. I'm sorry, but I went on an all-time spank session today. Real. I'm talking about, I beat my meat to sleep. I woke up beat. You know how niggas wake and bake? I wake and beat. God damn, nigga, what's going on here? Like, I mean, shit, it's talking to me, bitch. I ain't bringing it up.
Oh my god.
Yo,
That nigga cute, and I know it's long. I was a
yo, yo. Yo, chill, Max. Chill.
I've always been a
Other YouTubers have outed him about this months ago, way before his recent breakthrough. So it's nothing new. And now with his rebranding of music stream sessions, it seems he's trying to put that in the past. However, streamers shouldn't be doing what Max was doing either.
Nora, would you suck a dick to save Max's life?
Yes.
Whoa. Who's this? Holy shit, man. And listen, this is not no academics cleanup over here. I'm literally reacting to a deleted video. Deleted, who's usually the academics hater, is bringing up points that are, I guess, sort of kind of defending academics, but not really. Okay? What I think Deleted is trying to do is he's trying to show that academics ain't the only one who's out here talking dirty shit to these minors in these rooms.
No.
Man, don't get no worse.
Isn't that the same Nor you too? So Black Boy Max, say, what did he say? What did you say? Say it again. Well, actually, I don't want to hear it again, but we need to hear it again.
Max was doing either.
Nora, would you suck a dick to save Max's life?
Yes.
Man, don't get no worse than this, bro. Okay. No hesitation. Okay, no hezzy.
Repeating no hezzy and laughing nonstop gives off the vibe that talking nasty with a minor is just normal and okay to do on your stream. Whether you're reacting to the clip or not, you're laughing about it. And saying no hezzy, which is short for no hesitation, that's not cool. Max wasn't directly talking to a 15-year-old in a way like Akademiks was. However, acting freaky on stream, knowing his main audience are kids, makes it seem like that behavior is acceptable. All these streamers need to stop being weird, stop being fans around the youth. It's not okay. The difference is that Max is younger and feels more relatable, so people are cool with it. Meanwhile, Ak is older, overweight, less appealing, which makes it come off as creepy instead. Max.
They both do the same shit. Just one feels a little different. Yo, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, man. I need to go stand in the corner for that one right there. Jesus Christ, Friday. Cut it out.
It feels more relatable, so people are cool with it. Meanwhile, Ak is older, overweight, less appealing, which makes it come off as creepy instead. Max seems funnier and more in touch with the young humor, so kids are okay with it because he fits in with their vibe. He looks like one of them, even though he is an actual adult. However, it's never okay to hyper focus on being a fan in front of a kid-based audience. It's sick, and you know his fan base are children, because we go back to his mod, who is 15, and he's also signed to FaZe Clan, a gaming organization whose audience are primarily kids and teens.
You used to get your mods to get porn stars to hop on your streams. Yes, I used to have my mods do. I used to send my mods. My mods would hit up girls when we needed girls for e-dates, etc. I don't know why.
How you see? This is what I'm saying. It's part of a bigger problem that's rooted from our toxic masculinity from back in the days. All right. I also got to give a big salute to FD Signifier, who did an amazing breakdown that we're going to check out in a minute as well. We're going to check it out after we get to some of the stuff that people have been trying to cancel me for. All right.
Niggas trying to spin that into Like niggas going fire for fire. Like what the fuck? I don't understand why.
And the thing is, Akademiks is a snake, he's a parasite, and he's pathetic. So he's willing to bring down anyone and everybody. This is not where I'm coming from with it. I'm just not one of those people that are blind just because I dislike Akademiks. Max has been called out for the same weird behavior time and time again, but it's been overlooked. I think it's time to shed light on everyone that does weird ass shit. I'm sick of it. But what you expect from the Drake fan base?
Shout out for that. You know what I mean?
So honestly, both of them are weird doing that shit.
The reason why I think with Nor is different.
Ta-da! And then this is his homie Silky is going to encourage the same talks, right?
He doesn't go to school. I don't think Nor goes to school. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Nor has a life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I look at it crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because Nor be sitting there crying, and I'm hearing the calls like Nor is sitting there crying, begging niggas for bread. And he's making Max look crazy, like begging niggas in the call for bread. And Max then be sending this nigga bread. Lacey be sending niggas bread. You know what I'm saying?
Now this bozo right here is a dumbass. Blaming a 15-year-old for their actions of a grown man in his mid-30s is wild. It makes me question what you're really about behind the scenes. This is exactly why people stay silent when bigger issues happen. Calling it clout chasing and bringing up money has nothing to do with what was said to this kid by a group of grown men. A kid is going to be a kid. A teen's going to be a teen. Whether it's disingenuous or not, he's still a fucking kid. It's important that we act as OGs to these children and help guide them to grow into better people. And when I say OG, I don't...
Let me read this comment on the screen. Big salute to SXM. He says, this is COD chat, Call of Duty chat that just got recorded and demands on it were popular. Yeah. But the part, and I mentioned this in the podcast episode that's out right now, that's doing great. Salute to everybody who's been tapping in. That this whole gaming, online gaming culture where adults and kids are able to interact in the same, I guess, virtual places and have conversations, whether the conversations are of these types of natures or even if they're innocent conversations, I don't care. None of them should happen. Okay. I don't think that anybody should be able to get onto a virtual online anything without some type of age restriction on it. That's just me. But I'm a boomer, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm a Gen Xer, but at the same time, people will call me a boomer. Say, oh, you don't know, bro. That's just how gaming culture is, bro. You know, teach your kids. There's only so much you can watch your kids when they're playing these games for sometimes 6 hours straight. So you don't know who else is in the chat with them talking all type of shit while they're talking bare shit too. But they're kids. The other person is an adult.
mean literal because I know you guys are really over obsessed with age. A 23-year-old is an OG to a 15-year-old. As an OG, you need to guide these kids. Grown men in their 30s have no business talking to a child about being inside another man. What the
That's the crazy
the
part.
fuck is wrong with y'all?
Shout out for that. You know what I mean?
This is their friend group, by the way. All of them. Everyone that I just showed a name, this is their friend group. They all game together. They all chill. They have a huge fan base full of kids. This is what inspires the youth. But see, people who carry unresolved childhood trauma and live in denial about it, they often justify or downplay the way Axe spoke to this 15-year-old as if it's somehow acceptable behavior. I feel like the content creators have only been the ones to call out grooming Stid with his John Wayne Gacy looking ass. But the streamers really
That is insane. These are the opinions of the deleted, bro. Because that is insane. They called him John Wayne Gacy. Whew. I gotta let that one breathe for a second. That's a hard shot.
haven't. And if they have talked about it, they're either caping for this dork or they're treading very lightly around the topic. I mean, let's be real here. When I was younger, there was always an old head or someone that you called older bro talking the same way to us, the way Act did in that stream. We thought it was funny. We thought it was normal. But as you get older and times change, we advance as a nation.
Somebody said, salute to peace, love. Says Act let Drake down in the situation. We're gonna get to the whole Drake and Akademiks relationship or lack of that I think is developing right now. Okay, because I really, really feel that Drake took a shot at Akademiks. but we'll get to it. We'll definitely get to it.
And as people. Back then, it was normal to hyper focus on sexualizing teens. It wasn't okay, but it was normalized. Men either talking about banging females with their young homies.
Okay, so this is important. Okay, I want y'all to really pay attention to this.
Times change. We advance as a nation and as people. Back then, it was normal to hyper focus on sexualizing teens. It wasn't okay, but it was normalized. Men either talking about banging females with their young homies, or these same men were being a tease to the young ladies. It's a shame that it took this long for people to realize how fucked up that logic was. So now,
do you guys understand exactly what he's saying right there? Because that's super important what he just said right there. That whole culture of, and I've experienced as a kid, I've probably passed on the same bullshit where, you know, you ask your little cousin or whoever, which this is not the same situation with Ak. Trust me, I know. But you're like, yo, you got a girlfriend? What's going on with you? And you know what I'm saying? And it kind of puts the pressure as a young mind that if you ain't smashed yet, or if you ain't out there getting girls, you're lame. Or God forbid they start putting you into the gay category. Once you start getting into like 16, 17 and you ain't smashed nothing, you don't want nobody to ask you about that, because it's like, oh, bro, I ain't smashed nothing yet. It's a perpetual cycle of this like machismo that's passed down. Like, yo, so what, you ain't smashing nothing yet? What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, little bro? It's toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's happened. Anybody in the chat who's a man, y'all dealt with this, and we're not going to act like we're not. Actually, let me see how truthful y'all are in the chat. Have you ever had an uncle, an elder, or somebody who's like, what are you saying, little man? So what, you out there, you doing your thing yet? 1 in the chat if you've ever had that. 2 in the chat if you've never had a family member, as far as male family member, who's asked that question. We ain't even going to talk about the female family members who, you know, will be like, oh, look at you got a little girlfriend. Right? Start making you feel funny about it. Like, stop. Right? Pum Pum Filicot. Crazy name. I love that name right there. Well, it puts a 1, right? Right? We all experienced this. What I'm saying is that it's wrong. It's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Main one, completely understand. Not a live stream talking gay shit. Not the same. I'll say it again because I said it like maybe like a minute ago. Not the same thing, because this right here is the additive of stream culture, troll culture, all of those different online gaming culture, and the way that people talk on that's been compounded on top of that toxic masculinity. Okay. The toxic masculinity that I'm talking about is what I just said, you know, your uncles and saying, well, so you ain't out there doing your thing yet, bro. Make sure you wear a condom, boy. Like, bro, this is inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't even know it was inappropriate. We didn't even have that the vocabulary to even say it back then, especially when we start talking about people my age. But I feel like people who are in their 20s now and 30s for sure can relate, that you had what you didn't even realize was inappropriate conversations with adults in your family, and they didn't even realize that it was an inappropriate conversation. Shit like this is actually bringing these types of things to light, and now creating think pieces where people are like having to re-examine themselves, myself included, of what is appropriate and not appropriate when you're talking to the youngins. If this was 20 years ago, I don't think Ak would probably even be getting the same heat. Mind you, it's a different thing, and I'll reiterate again. You can't be asking like, yo, so, you know, why instead of having Black Boy Max next to you, why don't you have him inside you? Like, whoa, flag on the play, bro. That's going beyond the scope of the toxic masculinity. Now you're going to a whole different place, all right? We're not doing that. But what I'm saying is that toxic masculinity is where the root of it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Culture 88 says the response to Friday's question is incredibly sad. We all need some change. I think you meant to say so much change. Yeah. You said the right thing. Yeah, we all need so much change. Yeah. Because like when we all take a look at ourselves, it's like, oh shit, I did that to my cousin last week. Or my uncle did that to me when I was young. Like you can remember it. It's like clear as day. It's crazy. It's not right. But I think only now, today in 2025, some of us are realizing through Akademiks' downfall that some of our own activities in the past are not right. And we can't even act like we were holier than thou. And it's like, Akademiks, we always knew you were a piece of shit. And I'll reiterate again, what he's not talking about is what he did is not what I'm talking about here. That's a level worse. But it comes from the same thing. All right, we're going to finish this deleted piece, and then we're going to get to my shit.
With that being said, it was never okay. It was always about someone projecting their fantasies onto minors, either finding entertainment and making them uncomfortable or taking pleasure in their humiliation.
Since you've been through so much, I see shit on Twitter with you and Akademiks and all that other shit. No, you can't get on a server. You can't. It's 18 plus. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And see, what's the point of laughing and giggling about this shit with your dumb ass? I get people are being more weary of who they let in their Discord, and I agree. I've always had an 18 and up rule from day one in my Discord. However, making him a mockery on stream and making him feel punished about it is fucking weird.
And then that's going to start putting a perpetual cycle in this kid's head that he did the wrong thing. Remember, he's still 15. His frontal cortex hasn't even started to completely develop yet. That shit doesn't finish developing until like 25.
All that giggling like a damn schoolgirl, it's lame. All y'all move weird as fuck. This is what make kids not come forward about shit. Like, come on, bro. And stop acting like this was the first time Groomingston has been in the center of creep controversy.
Okay, so we don't have to get to that because like I've kind of had a little rant about that. Main one, you're right. Okay, you said some shit in this comment here. Said enough of us are traumatized. Learn to deal with it and don't pass on the trauma. Big man thing. Yes, enough of us are traumatized, but we don't even know it. That's the thing. We don't even know it. We pass it on in different ways, as far as whether it's infidelity, whether it's through just other forms of toxic masculinity, you know what I'm saying? Not taking relationships seriously, all different types of ways that these different things project themselves from the things that we've learned from our own uncles and stuff. Having multiple girlfriends, so what? You only, I heard Charlemagne the God talk about multiple times on his podcast, where his dad said to him when he caught his dad cheating on his mom, he said, "Boy, so what? You only got one girlfriend? That shit is toxic as hell, B. It's disgusting. But it's normalized." So I'm not trying to throw any bail as far as what he said in this Discord chat, but I just want y'all to understand that it comes from a toxic place, and we're maybe still dealing with it, and we're all now learning. This is the teachable moment that he needs to have been talking about. All right. Addressed it from the beginning, apologize. All right, let me make my screen bigger. You should have addressed it from the beginning, apologized. You know what? Let me reiterate. Let me pull it back a bit. You should have waited a day or so. Because when it comes to this whole streaming times and jumping into just responding, the internet is destroying me, so I have to respond right now. You might need to take a day, talk to some people, and then approach the topic. Your audience will still be there. Akademiks has millions of people who mess with his material. He has millions of people who follow his multiple platforms. So if you take a day off from jumping on and getting into the fire, and I understand Ak has always dealt with shit the way he's dealt with it, head on, let me go talk. But bro, you're obviously not making the right decisions when you're off that Hennessy bottle. So day one, when you jumped out there and was like, I'm gonna start cutting everybody off, and you know what I'm saying? I don't even, you can't cancel what you never built. That's where you should have took a day off and said, how do I approach this properly? Because I guaranteed if you had taken 1, maybe 2 days before getting back on stream and approaching this topic, he would have not lost one endorsement, not lost one of the streaming platforms, because somebody would have told him to approach it in a different way. Put the bottle down. We're not drinking Hennessy for the stream. And just talk to your people, apologize, take accountability, and then keep it moving. And that's it. Okay, so, you know, I'm not going to, well, actually, I will say, salute to Akademiks. You know, he'll make it through. He's not going to make it through the same. It's never going to be the same. But he will make it through. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.